Hi there. Now today's video, first of all, before I get started, let me show you this. I just wanted to point out that you can make yourself a fool anytime you like. Right, just been to my kids' Christmas dinner. With being a governor, I get a chance to go into the school and have dinner with her. One of the benefits of this business is the fact you get that flexibility, but that's not what today's video is about. Yes, I'm wearing a stupid jumper, and yes, I did make a fool of myself at the Christmas party dinner that they had, but that's pretty much usual for me. So, what's today about? Today is a follow-on to Periscope training that I did the other day. Yesterday, I did a training basically explaining how to use it as a viewer. Now, Periscope is one of the best tools that's just come out recently for people to use in network marketing, MLM, or small businesses of any type. And the reason why, the main reason is that the number of people watching compared to the number of people who are actually broadcasting is a massive difference. It's something like 1% or even maybe less than that of people on Periscope actually do Periscopes themselves, actually broadcast. Majority of the people just watch. What that means is there is less, at this moment in time anyway, there is less competition. So, how's best to do it? Now, Periscope isn't like running a YouTube video. It is not to be done in the same way. When somebody watches a YouTube video, they've searched for it very, very in depth. But with Periscope, what you do is when you actually click on the button that tells you that you're going to broadcast, you have the option to put in there a title. Now, what you do need to do is put hashtags in there as well. So, hashtag MLM, hashtag network marketing, hashtags Periscope training, whatever it may be. But you do need to put those in. Why? Because your Twitter list will automatically be informed of what you're doing. And if people are searching on Twitter or Periscope, they will find your scope that you're doing at that moment in time. Now, there's a couple of things that you need to be aware of when doing Periscopes. First of all, I would suggest making a little sign with your website on, so that when you actually turn on your scope for the first second or two, while you're actually turning it on, your camera takes a picture, and that's the background for whoever's looking in on what you're doing. They'll see that before they actually connect. And you want it to be something that's informative. So your website address, ideal. White sheet of paper, written on it, that's fine. Okay? And equally, when you've actually turned it on, I'm using an iPhone now, most people that use it are using smartphones. You then tap your screen so it'll shoot the other way, or however you do it on your particular phone. So as I'm looking at you now, I'm recording with the camera that's facing me. With Periscope, the initial camera is the one at the back of the phone. Then you have to turn the camera around, i.e. press the button, or you may manually have to do it on your phone, turn it round so it's facing you. So just bearing in mind that when you're actually initially turning it on, I suggest the sign. Other people say something else, a picture of something nice for people to look at. Something that's not... I did one Periscope when I was out with the kids because I'd said I was going to do one at a certain time. And I was fumbling about, had a bag full of football boots, football balls and that sort of stuff. And turned it on, and when I went back to look at what I'd actually done later on, my opening titles were a bag full of sports equipment. Anybody looking at it is not going to be in network marketing looking for sports equipment pictures initially. So just bear that in mind. When you do a Periscope, you will see lots of comments going on, if you're getting people viewing you, obviously. Try to ignore them to begin with. What I would suggest is for the first minute or two, while people connect in, say hello. So if somebody connects up, you say, hi there, thanks for joining, John. Hi, John. Oh, you're from the US, you're from Canada, wherever you may be. Just generally giving chance for people to actually connect up with you. Once they've connected up, give them 30 seconds or so, start going through whatever you're going to go through. Okay? There are a couple of people that are doing it very successfully in network marketing at the moment, and there are a couple of people who are doing it not so. What you've got to imagine is you are still doing like you would do with a YouTube video, something that needs to be professional, but you're doing something that has to be more spontaneous, no script. You're doing it as it comes. So it is harder to do a Periscope than it is a YouTube video. YouTube video you can take after take after take till you feel comfortable with it. With Periscope, once it's recorded, that's it. Once you're doing it, that's it. It's not recorded, should I say. Now, people can watch your Periscope up to 24 hours after you've recorded it. It stays on their system for up to that long, and somebody can search down and click on that and watch your Periscope. But there is a facility called Catch Me, and if you get that app, when you've done a Periscope, because you link it in with your Periscope account, Twitter account, etc., once you've done a Periscope, it is stored somewhere. So if then you're doing a blog post, you can actually use that Periscope to fit into your blog. I tend to do them separately because I like the blogs to be a bit more set up on exactly what the subject is, etc. And what you tend to find is with Periscope, people put up here on the screen a certain question or something, and you lose your track of mind. And it doesn't look good if you're doing it for a blog. For a Periscope, you can talk through it. That's not a problem. The main thing with Periscope is remember it's live. You are not going to get it right. No chance, at least for a while. As I said, there are a few people who are doing it extremely well, but they've probably been doing YouTube videos for 4 or 5 years plus, and they've probably been doing Periscopes for a good few months. Now, Periscope was only launched in May 2015, and by September 2015 there were 10 million people using it. So there's a lot of people out there watching these. From a marketing point of view, don't try and sell anything through Periscope. Aim people back to your blog. If you don't know how to do a blog, etc., there is some training I do, and I mention it quite often. And if you look at my page for extra trainings, etc., products, down there you'll see links to different things that will help you learn how to do it in a bit more depth. This video is basically to give you the key factors of what you need to be doing. So a sign to begin with, or to aim your camera at something decent. Have that sign there so people can copy down your website address at a later point. Third thing, remember it's live. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. You can get away with them on Periscope, whereas on a YouTube video, you don't tend to be able to get away with them as easily. Okay? And basically, you can talk about whatever you want, but aim it towards your key person. Okay? Your niche market. When you're doing Periscopes, I would suggest if you want to do a different Periscope for something totally different, use a different phone, different account, do it that way. Use one account for one thing, and that's it. Because people will look at it. If you suddenly start talking about, I don't know, trying to think of something suitable, gone how to make an omelette, right? And your business is health and safety, health and wellness, should I say, then it's not going to work. Okay, so those are the key points. Have a read of my blog post. I'll try and cover a little bit more depth in there, and look forward to you watching my next video. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.